Welcome to Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game.
Make some noise for your Trojans.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dances away from the heat. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
A strike downfield. And he will house it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here. Going for it all. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Steps away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to take off and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a big play. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
And he's got a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the... On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt team able to smack into the ground. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm...
That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36. Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 22 on first and 10. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
And the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The aerial assault continues. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon with the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Trojans send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with the...
And it's caught inside the 25. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the...
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Offense in a split backfield. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop.
And he's got it inside the 25. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Finds his tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. It's first down from their own 23-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. They're trying to get to him. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they got him for the sack.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Coming after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Leaves it with the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. They're going to ride this running back.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
with that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.